Guys, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you're a big UFC fan, or better yet, a fan of Marvin Vettori or Robert Whittaker. They're both former UFC title challengers. Vettori fought Adesanya and lost twice, never got finished. Robert Whittaker on the other side, a former UFC middleweight champion. He lost his title to Adesanya by knockout. He fought him again earlier this year and put up a heck of a fight, but still lost a decision. This fight really makes sense because, again, Adesanya has beaten both guys. But both guys are top 5 middleweights, to say the least. Possibly top 3. They're both really good fighters. I've already given a prediction on this fight, but I'm going to give a new prediction. I have a really good feeling about this pick. I picked Whittaker months ago, but now I'm going to go with Marvin Vettori. I think Marvin Vettori is going to pull off the upset. Again, when you look in the UFC, when it's a grappler versus a striker, the grappler usually wins when things go his way. And I think it goes Marvin Vettori's way. Marvin Vettori is very strong. He's got a hard head. He's not that little blockhead like Adesanya likes to say on his channel. Shout out to the champ, Israel Adesanya, by the way. I just think, not Whittaker. I think Vettori's wrestling will be too much in this fight. He's going to dominate the positioning for the most of this fight. He's going to need to put Whittaker up against the fence and try to dirty box him, punch him in the stomach. He's going to need to do what he did with Costa, control the fight with the grappling, take it to the ground, control the positioning of the fight. It will probably be a boring fight when he wins. I think he does win this fight, but I see Vettori winning this fight 49-46. I think the wrestling will be the biggest edge in the fight for him. I think Whittaker is the better striker of the two, but again, I believe that Vettori is a better wrestler. He can grapple better than Whittaker, and I think that's how he's going to get the upset win. Again, people forget, just because Vettori's been beat twice by Adesanya, I don't think he's ever been finished in his UFC career, has he? He's been beaten by decision, and the way he wins fights is with his wrestling. He's got a hard chin too. He can take some big shots. Paulo Costa came back in the 5th round of their fight, rocked him, and still couldn't get the job done. He still lost because of the wrestling, you know. And Marvin's a pretty good striker on the feet. He's pretty good. Again, like Adesanya said, I guess you could say he's basic, but basic works, and it wins fights, especially when you can wrestle like Vettori can. So again, I feel like unless Whittaker gets a TKO or a big come-from-behind victory like that, which he can do because he's a former champ, he can do anything, I just think that Vettori is just going to be smarter. He'll be more calculated. I think, again, the wrestling is where you can control the fight in MMA. That's why guys like Colby Covington beat Jorge Masvidal, wrestler versus grappler. That's why you've seen just so many fights. And the thing is, they're boring fights, but there's more to it than just exciting fans. Sorry to say it, but yeah. So I have to go with Vettori. It might be a competitive fight just because Whittaker's a really good fighter, and I know he's hungry. And let's be honest, I mean, they've both lost to Adesanya twice, but if you wanted to argue who was a more competitive guy and who could have the best chance of dethroning Adesanya, it would be Whittaker. But I think his time is done as fighting for a middleweight championship. I think he should go up to light heavyweight. That's just my opinion on it. Again, Whittaker can win the fight, but I don't think he can. I don't think he's going to, so 48-47, 49-46. It's not going to be completely one-sided, you know. Vettori's not going to dominate him, do what he wants with him. I just think he'll impose his will, which is his strategy, the wrestling and the boxing more than Whittaker. Even though Whittaker doesn't get hit a lot in most of his fights, he's able to evade damage and stuff and still hit you and stuff. Vettori's got a hard head, so I don't think he's going down. He's very durable. He's very tough. He has good cardio, so he can go 5 rounds. I think the wrestling will just be too much for him.